Now they're going to talk about us.
I hope so.
Hello.
Hey, everybody. How you doing? Welcome
Happy
to
Sunday. James Ryan. Hello. How are you?
So good to see you.
With
and
the
everybody
award-winning.
else.
I feel so special now. Hello, Pootie Chan fam. How are you guys today?
Are we saying your name correctly?
Yeah, I hope that's correct.
Because,
we don't want to be incorrect.
We don't want to be incorrect and say things that are not really
Happy
cool.
Sunday to everybody. Thank you for being here. It has been a hot minute since we've done a live stream.
It's been like a month.
Has been. Well, that's.
I know we were doing it every week,
every Sunday. Yeah. So
and now they took a month off. So I would say, forgive me, YouTube, for I've sinned. It's been a month.
It's been a hot minute.
It's been a month since my last transmission.
Yes, exactly. Those of you that know or don't know, we have been traveling.
Yes.
And then we took about a week off, and then we traveled. And we are back.
And we are back. And now we're going to have a nice little creators think tank.
We are. Chat. Bob's going to call it think tank, and I like it.
So because what we're going to do is we're going to exchange ideas. We're going to ask some questions of our guests today.
Yeah, we have two special guests that are waiting in the wings.
And
hi, Don and Gary. How are you? So yeah, we have two other channels, two other couples
channels. Yeah, it's not always couples.
Not always. It won't always be couples.
Nope.
But today it is. So let's introduce you to our couple.
And let's go with the ones from across the pond.
Emma and John.
Hello.
Hi guys. We miss you already.
Oh, tell me about it.
I know. We were nodding along from the green room then to what you were saying.
Were there snacks in the green room or no?
No, snacks were crap.
Yeah. So I'm not coming back next time, but
well, you got to send us your rider and tell us you want to only
green
what kind of snacks you
want.
M&Ms.
I was gonna say blue M&Ms.
Oh, you want the blue M&Ms? Okay.
We got blue shirts. Does that count?
Yeah. Hi. How are you?
We are well. How are you?
In phrases. Hi, Don and Gary.
Hi, Don and Gary.
I waved when you came into the chat, but you couldn't see us because we were in the tree.
we had them sequestered.
It was sequestered
into the back.
Yes.
So are you ready to bring
let's bring in our second couple.
Last but very not least, our friends Chris and Melinda.
Hey guys. Broke mice.
Very broke. Yes.
Very, very broke.
I was telling Kelly that your name is so appropriate because anybody who does Disney and Disney creators, they're broke all the time.
Yes.
Seriously.
I think we create that ourselves.
I'm chasing the Reaper all the time. So.
So thank you everybody for being here. We will say hi to everybody in the chat that's here. We've said hi to Poonie Chan fam and James Bryan, Don and Gary, Disney Grown-Ups, and Cindy Ellicott. Hi, Cindy.
Hi, Cindy. It was so lovely seeing you recently.
Always lovely to see you. We got to see Cindy when Emma and John and Bob and Kai and I were in Florida. Are you home now? I would hope you're still not there because if you were, I'd be so jealous.
She's jealous anyway.
I'm jealous. I know Chris and Melinda are getting ready to go to Disney next week.
And Kelly wants to be in their luggage.
Yeah,
so.
I do. So, purpose of today, what are we going to do?
We are going to what is it called? Rack our brains and try and just share some experiences as YouTube creators, as what we do, how they do it. Maybe we'll get some ideas. Maybe we'll steal some ideas from them. You never know.
Not steal.
Borrow.
Utilize.
Borrow. Utilize. Borrow.
Yeah.
Or otherwise give them a compliment of hey, we love what you do. Can we do it too?
Right.
Kind of thing.
So we came up with this kind of idea because a lot of other YouTubers do creator live streams and think tanks and roundtables and stuff like that. We kind of wanted to do a little bit of our own version. More talk about the trials and tribulations of being a YouTuber. Because a lot of times people talk about successes, but they don't talk about challenges of being a YouTuber also. So we kind of want to,
happiness and the heartbreak.
Yeah, kind of support each other.
I support you.
What it's like being a vlogger, challenges, maybe questions do you have for other vloggers? What's worked for you? What hasn't worked? Stuff like that. So first rule
is I didn't know we had rules.
This is
I'm out.
You're out. I'm not a real guy. In what do you call it?
What?
Think tank.
Think tank.
Think tank.
We are not going to compare ourselves to other channels.
No, comparison is the death of joy.
Yes.
Right.
So we will not do comparisons.
Right. So that is the first rule of Fight Club: is you don't talk.
Although we are
about-
better than the rest of you. I'm sorry.
No, we are not.
We are not. We are just big old happy family, just trying to make it and just-
Exactly.
and
And
love what
that's-
we do and do what we love.
And that's
So,
kind of what we want to do too, is bring, widen our family. And not that we're not wide enough already, but from Disney food. Just be kind of a family group and talk about stuff and have a good time in the meantime. Cool.
we are not licensed therapists.
No, we are not licensed therapists. We are not going to compare ourselves to other channels, because I am still learning that lesson
huge.
big time, and that is going to be
And-
I solemnly swear not to compare.
I solemnly swear not to compare. That's a t-shirt.
It
We're going to
is.
bumper sticker right there.
Belly.
Bellies. I solemnly swear not to compare.
Yes. Belly club.
Belly club.
So do you want to go forth?
Let's go
with the
for
questions?
first off, let's just we're gonna
One rule.
well,
Yep,
That's
we need
it.
to.
Just one rule. One rule. of Fight
yeah, there's
Club.
only one rule. It's kind of like Fight Club. The only rule in Fight Club
I
is we don't
solemnly
talk about
swear
Fight Club.
not to compare.
But this is our rule, no comparisons.
See, we got two.
Yeah.
And John.
John,
There we
there we
go.
go. I solemnly swear not to compare.
I'll do
Okay.
the Girl Guide one. So.
But that's hard not to do.
Mhm.
Yeah, it
Yes.
is.
You watch Paige and Mr. Morrow or some of them, and then you try to do what they do, and it's so hard
Yeah.
to not do that.
It is. It is.
I don't
And
always necessarily think comparison is a bad thing. I think you just have to keep yourself in check.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
You're gonna look at channels that are similar.
Okay, Emma's out. Too.
well, I mean, I do agree with her. I mean, like for me, comparison is like, oh, they're doing better than me, or
Yeah.
they're, they have more success than I do. I think for me, that's the comparison that I try to avoid. There are levels of comparing for sure.
Yeah.
But for me, it's success comparison.
I'm just thinking for everybody you compare yourself to, someone's comparing you to them.
True.
So, it's kind of a level playing field if you think about it like that.
Because we're all just people.
Yeah.
In the long run.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what were you going to say? You want to have them introduce?
Yes, I would like for them to, for people who have joined, have not been with us before, or maybe will watch this later, we're going to let Emma and John tell us a bit about themselves.
Okay. Oh. Okay, so I'm Emma.
Spotlight.
Now that we've got that sorted.
I'm Emma, and that's John.
Okay,
Well, we had it wrong this whole time.
I know.
So did I. We're based in the UK. We started YouTube to do it was predominantly going to be Disney, wasn't it? But we've kind of enjoyed branching out a little bit recently and doing more travel and lifestyle-y stuff. And we've kind of been trying to learn to just film what we want to rather than what we think we have to.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of journey we're on. But
Well, I think it's more to do what our holiday rather than you got some Disney channels that can do so much better than we can, like Facts and Secrets of Disney. We can't do that. New food, new news. We can't do that from where we are. So I feel like when we go on day trips or other holidays or Disney, we actually bug in us rather than Disney, if that makes sense.
yeah, so we obviously we love Disney, but then we were finding that it was limiting us to just doing Disney. And then when we were like, oh, well, do we vlog this trip because it's not Disney? But then we enjoyed that, so we did that too. So
Right.
that's where we're at the moment.
Right. And that's kind of one of our questions that we have for you later.
Yeah. So,
So
and
that's,
now we're going to have Two Broke Mice, Chris and Melinda, give us a little synopsis.
Well, I'm Melinda,
I'm Chris.
and we live in Northeast Ohio. And we got the Disney bug whenever we will start YouTubing.
No, you
Me.
you before me.
The
What?
blame starts already.
Florida?
Here we go.
I didn't want to go.
Fight,
Oh,
fight,
yeah.
fight, fight,
Okay,
fight, fight.
YouTubing. YouTubing.
Oh,
So we
YouTubing.
thought we would start YouTubing because we wanted to capture moments with our family down at Disney because our memory's not as sharp as what they used to be. And so we started just capturing different things and trying to remember to put the camera on whenever we think it's on, but it's really off. And yeah, and that was just more so now it's being, is it just Disney? Because I don't like going to Disney is going to be rough going all the time.
Right.
So we are doing like, since we are going to be moving in the name, we're still going to be, we still live in Northeast Ohio, and we're just going to be having his mother move in with us. Do you guys like, it's like, do we videotape? It's like, we don't know what people want to see. And
Yeah, because we can't be like some, they don't go all the time. Unlike these people who go quite often,
right.
We have to come up with other things to do.
And trying to rack our brains like,
Right.
what would people want to watch?
Right, exactly. And that's going to lead into other questions that we have.
And
Yeah, we
we
got some good questions.
we don't have the history like they have to show.
True.
Oh.
Exactly.
Cast rules and
No
all that other stuff.
comparisons. We're not comparing. No comparisons.
So that kind of leads us, right into our first question is what made you decide to start vlogging? So Chris and Melinda, you kind of started to answer that already. Do you want to continue with that? And then we'll go to Em and John.
Oh, sure. So we just thought we would capture moments so we don't forget what we do with our family. And down the road, like 5 or 6 down the road, we can always watch a video. Thank goodness our trip in 2020, we videotaped whenever his
My
brother,
brother.
because now we have that time with his brother since his brother passed suddenly last year.
Yeah.
Last year, we have that. And it's
Right.
just good sharing with my friends and family. And there is a lot of people that have never been to Disney, and like they'll see the videos and be like, oh wow, and then they start asking questions.
Right.
And it's and you don't know, I don't know if I should, but like like my dad whenever my dad went down there for the first time, he's like, everybody here is so gosh darn, well, he didn't say gosh darn, so happy we are amongst your people. And I'm like, thank you so much. I never knew this existed in my life. Like, I didn't know there were people out there that love Disney, that just like will act like they're 5-year-old
Adult people. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, and it's amazing. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
But I am 5 years old.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that mentally or emotionally?
Both.
Okay.
Whatever you want to say, it is. Yes.
Hi, Carol. Thank you so much for that. That means a lot to us. Em and John, do you want to answer what made you guys start vlogging?
So like I have a different channel that's not, we don't post on it, but it's just like the one I would use to like watch channels. And we went on a cruise with P&O to Amsterdam, and I just put my pictures up. It was like tiny little, it wasn't a vlog, but it was like pictures and tiny little video clips, and yeah, just anything that I'd taken. I just whacked it into like, like a slideshow kind of. It was so basic. And it had 3,000 views because nobody was vlogging P&O cruises, because their target audience is older, like old people, basically. So people but like
no, not at all.
old people. So like,
I think you realize how old we are.
I don't
John.
think you see my walker in the background over here. You only see me sitting down. You don't see me walking on the walker.
You would hate a P&A cruise.
Yeah, well, no, I liked it, but because I put it out there, and obviously people that were looking at like it, and there was nothing out there. It had like 3,000 views, and I thought, okay, well, that's the only video.
That's a
on
lot.
that.
Yeah.
So that was a lot, and then I thought, well, maybe people would be interested in. I think we had a trip coming up in 2018.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah, so I sat down and I filmed our very first video, which was like booking our Virgin holiday or something like that. Don't watch it; it's terrible.
Yeah.
I'm so shiny in that video. I'm the shiniest of all shiny. And then I mentioned it to John that I'd done it, and he was like, "Well, I would like to do it too."
Yeah.
And it kind of just led on from there.
We always watched people's vlogs. Always watched. What we do before holiday, if it's Disney or other, we always watch other people.
I love you, James.
Yeah, I was born during Kennedy administration, so that was only one behind you, bruh. Or maybe two. The one?
Yeah. So, John, you were saying?
Yeah, and I think, well, we watch these people, and I think we can do that.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah, it also felt like, because we weren't involved in the Disney YouTube community then, or like even any YouTube community, it felt like only like Tim Tracker went and vlogged it, and that was it.
Yeah.
And to us, he's not a normal, like, he's a normal person, I'm sure, but like he's massive.
He's
He's
too
got a
far.
huge
He's massive,
following.
yeah.
He can go and do what he wants. So it was kind of like a normal person's view on it, kind of. So,
Right.
yeah.
and there wasn't tons of UK like going to Disney vlogs, to be honest, back in 2018.
And you know, we get things. I think what makes it great is because we don't know what we're doing. You know, we get lost and we get, you know, things messed up and rest of it. I think we show in that side of it because that's normal life to most people.
Yeah.
I think that's how we sort of come from it, and that's how we try to still do.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
It just shows that it's okay to be human.
yeah,
Exactly. Do you want to answer that question for us, or do you want to just?
We're pretty much ours was like Chris and Melinda. We just wanted to save our memories, you know, because and I was like, and I'm cheap, so I'm thinking I don't want to buy storage on my computer. If we upload it on YouTube, you know, it's there forever, you know, and we don't have to worry about storing it on our computer. So I'm like, let's just upload it on YouTube and see what the heck happens. And lo and behold, it just kind of
Here we
snowballed.
Yeah, because I mean, I was stressing about teaching myself how to edit and what program to use, editing, and how to make a thumbnail. I still don't really know how to make a good thumbnail, to be honest. But
You do good thumbnails.
Mhm.
well,
It's like to her, it's not good.
Yeah.
So it's like you said, you know, it all depends on which side
that's
of the
me
fence.
learning how not to compare.
It's what side of fence you're on. You know, it's
Yeah.
like so.
exactly.
That's just her.
So yeah, we
personal-
basically started the same way. It's
Well,
just to
because I
kinda
was
remember
I
our
was looking
trips.
back. Kelly bought me a video camera when Kai was born, so we could video.
with the tape and everything.
No, it didn't have that.
It
No,
did.
it was for
I thought
no,
it had a tape.
no, it did not.
No.
No,
Oh.
I can go get it for you right now. I still have it.
You know what? I used to have one that had. a
Yeah,
tape.
you did, but this one had an SD card in it. So
Okay.
this was like a Sony, like round
I don't
video
know.
camera.
Yeah.
So I could video Kaya growing up and stuff. And one day we were just watching back the videos, and it was hilarious. It was funny, and I go, "Why don't we upload it on YouTube?"
Yeah.
I'm still learning too, Don. I
Yeah,
think everyone's still learning. It's
absolutely.
part of the process.
that's part of the process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Emma and John already kind of answered this. How long you guys have had your channel for? 3 years?
Yeah, since
4.
probably before.
2015.
Yeah, no, not 2015. It was before 2018. So probably like the November of like 2017. But we started taking it not seriously, but you know, actually
On a
uploading
schedule.
like 2018.
Because I think you guys and us started around the same time, like within months of each
A couple
other.
of months in it, I'm sure.
Yeah, because I think we uploaded our first one in June of 18.
Of 2018, and it was the
2018.
Disney Wonder
So
Cruise.
we might have been February then, or
Yeah.
April,
No, no.
someone like that.
Okay, Chris and Melinda.
With that one?
Well, our channel, it's a little over 2 years ago. February.
Yeah, 2020, right before.
Oh yeah, you were like right.
Oh, right
Yeah.
before the you know
Yeah,
what hit
before the
fan.
axe fell, right?
Yeah. And I had my other channel, which I know
Oh, yeah.
Bob's gonna run right out and go check it out.
Oh
It's
yeah, I
comic
will.
book channel.
Yeah, no.
But after a while, I did want, started comparing myself. Hey, that channel did that. How come they got 1,000 views and I'm getting 5?
Mhm.
And
Frugal.
then I started feeling like I was buying stuff to show stuff,
Mhm.
and I'm like, why am
Right.
I wasting my money? And then
So, yeah.
and then I just basically stopped.
Yeah, and I wouldn't go on that channel.
No.
Mm-mm.
I
So,
wouldn't-
I'm like, I'll
Melinda,
talk
I
about
don't
Disney.
recommend it.
Yes.
That's funny. All right, so do you want to ask the next question?
What do you find as your biggest challenge as a creator?
Now we're getting into it. Biggest challenge.
What is your biggest challenge?
Emma and John?
I think, when you're having like, you'll understand this, Kelly. I know we've talked about it, but when you're having like a bad day, a bad YouTube day, and you're like, okay, that's it, I quit. And then if you have like a couple of those in a row, I find like picking yourself back up after that, or like, and the pressure. I find like, because we have a schedule, so we upload Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and some weeks easy. we're ready, we can do it. And then other weeks on a Sunday evening, you're like editing everything for the week so that you don't have to do it after work. I think sometimes that's hard.
It's then life gets in the way when you want to do other stuff apart from YouTube.
Yeah.
Like on a summer's day, and you want to go get invited to a barbecue, and if I go to that barbecue, I can't get a video edited or that video filmed.
But we also don't want to be like so far in advance that we don't know what's going out and we're not like current. You know, 'cause if like I filmed it 6 months ago, I wouldn't really care about the video on Tuesday because I filmed it 6 months ago.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like between a rock and a hard place because we want to be able to like have a live, and it takes up so much time. I don't think people realize how much time. Like 3 videos a week is
Right.
a lot.
It's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
of
and
work.
those of you guys that are creators in the chat also, you will understand that too. It does take a lot of
Yeah,
time.
because that's why Kelly and I cut back,
Yeah.
because we were just that's all we were doing.
Yeah. I think it's okay when I've had like a really good weekend on it and I'm like, okay, I can do this. And then it just takes one knock and it can be something so stupid as like you lose a subscriber or a video you thought was going to do really well doesn't do very well. And you're in a bad mood and those two clash.
Yeah.
And then you're like, that's it. I quit. And I think that's why this is important because like I talk to Kelly about it all the time. I'm like, right, I quit today. And like it's a joke now. We message each other like, today I quit. And we're like, okay, well, when are you unquitting? Like kind of thing. And you're like, oh, tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that was going to be a little add-on to our question. You know, how many times have you quit?
Actually not.
No.
No, but like,
okay,
how many
times
have you
said,
have you mentally
pretend quit?
and you're like,
That's it. I'm
I'm
done.
in.
Well, I
I'm going
quit
in
less
the
than Kelly does.
But
I do.
it's different because when Emma quits, I'm sort of saying, well, it's only 5 subscribers, we're getting back. You know, I almost can justify what's happened. And then when I'm having a bad day, Emma can do the same to me.
Yeah.
So we almost bounce
So as
off.
a pair, probably not that many, but I've definitely said it like monthly.
Yeah.
So that was kind of the extra is how long does it take you to unquit? Just a day?
Oh, just a few hours. Well, I think that's what's nice though, because normally if we're not having a bad day at the same time, you talk me out of it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't last very long. And normally when I say it, I'm half joking anyway.
Right.
Like I'm half like, oh my
It's
god.
just kind of like I'm so over it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've never actually seriously felt like I don't want to do it, but sometimes it is just a lot, and you just need it's not that serious. You know, it doesn't matter. Carry on then. So.
Okay, Chris and Melinda, same question. What's your biggest challenge? And how many times have you quit?
Well, I quit my other channel. But this one, so, I mean, to me, the other channel, it wasn't as much fun because, you know, we can bounce ideas off of each other. We, you know, the other channel, I didn't have that. I wasn't able to do that.
And that's one of the biggest challenges is sometimes I just want to choke him because I'll have an idea and then he has an idea. And then I'm like, that's not what I'm talking about. And then he'll take my idea and run it like 3 or 4 different kinds of ways. And I'm just like,
that's not what I started with.
Right.
But for me, my biggest thing is putting together a video.
Yeah, he edits.
And I don't know how you guys do it. I don't put the music in first. I put it in last. And then when I put in bits and pieces in and I watch the video, it is horrible. But as soon as I put that music in, I'm like, hey, this ain't that bad.
Yeah, exactly.
And then another big challenge was whenever we went down to Disney last time, or like I had my phone, he had his phone, we're both recording stuff. So he'll put a video up. Now I have to give the okay before he puts it up. And I'm like, well, where's everything that I put? Like all this, everything. Oh, he's like, oh, I didn't see that. And then he deleted a lot.
Yeah,
I'm waiting.
when we came back,
I'm waiting for the comment.
Came back and from October. Now, I take it from our phone, put it on the computer, and you know how it'll give the image number.
Uh-huh.
Well, all of a sudden, I was putting hers and mine up, and they had the same numbers.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm like, oh, okay, that's the same stuff. And I would like delete one whole set, and so I lost half of the stuff. So yeah, I mean, it was
trial and error.
Yeah. And then what Em and John were saying, if we go to her mom's, her sister, her mom, oh, I don't want to be on camera. Oh, shut that thing. And then it's like, okay, you can't really, what do you film? because you can't film this. They don't want to be on camera. My sister-in-law, when we were down
Oh.
for the 50 or in our
No,
first
20
trip,
2020.
she didn't want to be on camera, so I'm trying to not get her, and she's standing near my
Yeah,
brother, and it was
whatever. It is what it is.
Right.
But
but my kids are the same way,
Yes.
but I'm like, no, you're going on camera.
so how many times have we quit? Yeah, quit.
I didn't quit this channel.
No, but he was, let's do 3 videos a week. And I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh my gosh, how are we going to do? Right now it's one. Well,
And that's even
yeah,
well,
with
we haven't
everything
posted.
going on, but yeah, but once a week it's kind of hard too. But yeah, but quitting the channel,
I mean,
no,
you know,
It's
kind
not.
of,
It's not physically quitting.
Just
It's
like,
like
have you ever had a day where you're just like, I am so
That's it.
done.
I'm done.
That's it. I'm done.
I'm not doing it
Or
again.
something happened where you're like,
Well,
I'm
you guys,
out.
you're better people than we are. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, what's that about comparing?
he
Yeah, I
can't.
know. That's
Okay, I'm
what I
not
said.
comparing. I'm not comparing that you're better than we
No,
are.
it's
but-
me. It's me. That's me.
I haven't quit.
You had one day where you're like, okay, maybe.
No, but it's like I have to dig her out.
Yeah. It's
You guys both had a bad day once, I remember.
One day.
You
Yeah.
both quit that one weekend.
Yeah.
And
I think we had a weekend where we lost like
We
10 subscribers.
Yeah, it was at least 10. It was.
And
maybe
I was
more.
like,
it was like a bot clean out or something.
yeah, and I
then,
was
you know,
like,
the-
what? You know, I'm
Yeah,
like,
we just hit 380 today.
oh, congratulations.
Yay!
That's awesome.
So
I have a
anyway, we
question.
were like, and what was the question? The hardest challenge?
Yeah, biggest
We've
challenge.
had that same challenge with because now we film with different cameras, and Kelly seems to always cut stuff out that I film.
Well, it's because I don't do it on purpose, but I don't see it.
That's what she says.
I'm with you,
Doesn't
Chris.
Yeah.
work, it's boring.
It's like,
And I'm like going, but that was cool stuff. It's like, why are you cutting out what I'm filming? Oh, I didn't notice it was there. You know,
Yeah.
like,
Emma doesn't
yeah.
say it's fine.
Yeah.
It is hard when you're editing, though. It's really hard
Yeah.
to.
But
It is hard.
to be honest, it was like because they were in separate
Cindy.
folders and stuff like this, and she forgot about the other folder.
Right. Exactly.
So now I actually go through and I match everything up in the timeline, and I put my footage in with her footage, and it all works.
Right.
So she's got that in a folder. I have
I
to,
th- I
and I have to rename everything, Chris, because
Yeah.
they all have, and they get all mixed up if you don't rename them.
I think I have
Yeah,
a
I
very
know.
linear brain where if it's not right there in the place where it's supposed to be, I'm not gonna go.
No, she
look.
doesn't go looking for the other
For other-
folders.
yeah, I
And
don't.
I'm
So
like,
it
it was
has
in
to
this
be like-
folder right here. Why didn't you see that? And you're like, oh, I didn't think about it.
You
Yeah.
also know what the story is when you filmed it, so you don't know what's supposed to be in
Yeah.
that
But
bit.
I think the way we do it works quite well now. Is so whatever I film, whatever you film, at the end of the day gets put into a folder.
Yeah, that's what they say.
And
Okay, that's
when
what we
you
need to
edit it, you got your phone stuff and the camera stuff, and
Yeah.
you just work it through that.
So when I delete it, it's just because it's boring.
Yeah.
So personally, do you have any challenges or as a creator?
The
Other than
the biggest
me?
challenge that I have as a creator is just coming up with stuff to do sometimes. And
Unique
coming up,
stuff.
coming
Stuff
up with
that
something
people
that's
haven't done a million
original
times,
or
yeah.
whatever, you know, and that's probably it. But
James, you're the best.
381. Oh, well, thank you.
yay, that's awesome.
Yes.
So you know that it's hard. Sometimes it's hard. Like when we were doing a lot of videos, you know, we were doing 3 a week at least,
Mhm.
and sometimes an extra one. It's hard to stay motivated. That's the hard. You know what? When you're at the parks, it's easy. You just
Right.
get out
Yeah.
and start filming
Mhm.
and do stuff like that. But when you're doing stuff like Food Moves Friday and you're doing all this other stuff you think is cool, and you just got to come up with stuff, it's hard to bring that stuff out.
I think one of my biggest challenges is try not to first compare myself to other channels, what they're doing. But like you see other channels doing something and you're like, oh, we should do that. And then you're like, see somebody else doing something, oh, we should do that. And then it's hard for me to contain myself to Bob and Kelly, you know, like what we do and kind of, you know, rein that in as this is us, this is what we do, this is our vibe, and not like, oh, this works for them and this works for them and this works for them, we should try that.
Yeah,
then
and I'm like, no.
And you're like, no,
I'm like,
just
we
stick to
stay
what
true
you
to
know.
us.
Yeah, so I think that's kind
You
of my
know.
biggest. I get shiny things.
Yeah, shiny things over here, over
And
there,
I'm
over
like,
there.
oh,
And I'm
we
like,
should-
but that's not why people watch us. They watch us for us,
Right.
not
Yeah.
for somebody else. That's that's a big lesson that I.
It is a big lesson. Yeah, it's a big lesson for me, and the not comparing.
Yeah, not comparing.
You can't compare your successes and failures with everybody else because everybody's individual.
Yeah, and they all have their own thing, and people watch them for their own reasons. It's just it's not cool.
Right.
All right.
Speaking of, what's been your biggest success?
Ooh.
I know that was a hard one.
I think first, I'll jump because, like we just said, doing 3 videos a week is hard.
Oh, so like consistency.
We haven't missed. I don't think we haven't missed a week that we haven't posted 3 videos.
I don't know if we always posted 3 times a week.
Well,
But whatever our schedule was, I don't think we've missed.
we haven't missed. We haven't not put anything out.
Yeah, you've stuck to it where we're like, screw it. I'm not going to put anything up this week because I do not feel like it. You guys are so consistent.
I think consistency is
For us.
is good for us
Yeah.
because you know Tuesday, Wednesday, and
I think
Thursday,
if we
Friday.
gave ourselves an inch of like, okay, we'll miss a day.
Yeah.
We would miss that day every week.
Yeah.
There would be no more that day. That day would no longer
That day would no longer exist.
No, it would be like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
And
Yeah,
that
it would be off the Emma and John calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's really hard. It'd be many a times that we didn't feel like doing it one day or one weekend, but we've had tears and all sorts, and we got it done.
Hi,
Good
Don and
luck,
Bye,
Gary.
Don and Gary.
Oh, give our love to Pablo.
Yeah.
Hope he does well.
yeah, I would say consistency. And like learning how to do everything from scratch, because it's not like nobody teaches you how to edit, and nobody teaches you how to thumbnail, and nobody teaches you how to even like the stupid like putting little I'll link to this video there and I'll put the description, and nobody teaches you how to do any of that.
Right.
So I think learning to do all of that as well, I think that, and they sound like silly things, but I think that's what I would say. And like constantly learning the new things and the new gadgets and the new editing and like as your style changes, because it does, learning, I don't want it to look like that. How do I get it to look like what I want it to look like when you don't have that skill yet? So
And also knowing what you like and what you don't like. You know, there's things like we do with music, what you do really well on. Each clip changes to like we did a driving clip, it changes to beat of the music, and that does work. It's such a small detail, but I think it looks really good, and we both like it. And people might not even notice that, but it's something that we like to do.
yeah.
Right. Exactly. What about you, Chris and Melinda? What do you feel like has been your biggest success so far?
Not me.
Yeah,
Me?
you've been my success.
Oh, that's so sweet.
My
All right,
biggest.
Chris, you just went up like
You
that.
get the points.
Put him in the green room.
Coming out of my shell, really, it's like I don't want to be like, even now, like someone walks past the porch, it's like, okay, I don't want to talk to you. But it's growing up in the country anyways, but
I totally understand.
Been
where you're
there,
coming
done
from.
that.
yeah, coming out of my shell and meeting all of you wonderful YouTube other channels, that is just, even the community is just amazing, and just being us, it's just been very rewarding and very accomplished. What about you?
I guess like Emma, just learning all this stuff.
Yeah, he does all the editing. I'm afraid if I start doing editing, I'll just take over and control.
Because yeah, Emma, there are people on YouTube that describe how to do this, but until you do it,
Right.
you still don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But you still have to watch them and then follow it, and then they only teach you a little bit of it.
Like her favorite, I don't know where it's at, but her favorite thing about what I use is I got, you guys seen it, the 2 microphones facing.
Oh, I hate that thing.
It took me about a year to figure out how to get 2 microphones hooked up to my phone.
He takes that thing with him everywhere. I hate it. I hate it. We'll be on a coaster and a picture, and there it is. And I'm like, really?
Hi
You
guys,
can't put
thank you
that
so much for
down?
being here.
Bye. Thank
Well,
you.
So
But yeah, just learning how to which editor to use, because this one uses this one, that person uses this one. Well, but maybe you don't like that one. Maybe this one's way too over your head to figure out. So you try something different. Same thing with like picking music. Which ones do you go with? Because there's, I don't know how many there are, but we went with a relatively inexpensive one because we're not trying to be a
Right.
Tim Tracker or a whoever.
Right. Yeah. And if any of you guys that are in the chat have questions for us, please throw them in there. We're more than happy to answer. What about you?
Mhm.
Success? What do you feel like
This
has
has
been
to
your
be that cat video, right?
Oh yeah, that
Oh,
cat
yeah.
video was the bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was a big old happy accident.
that was.
I
But
think.
that's the thing about YouTube is most of it is an accident. It just you're not thinking. You just say, oh, let's just film this, and bam, whoo! It's like massive. But anyway,
Like what the heck happened there?
my biggest success was just getting the hell out of Kelly's way. Seriously. Because I like you and him and John, you edit together sometimes and stuff. We started out doing that. It was a friggin' nightmare. I'm serious.
It took
was
hours
to edit one video because
Should we cut it
we were
here?
like,
Should
do
we
this,
edit- should we clip
well,
this?
why
Should
did
we
you
do-
leave that in? Why didn't you do that? And I'm
What
like,
do you think? Should we clip this?
when
or-
I just went like, screw it,
I'm
you
out.
do it, you do it.
Yeah.
And then it's like, and Kelly is such a perfectionist on some things that
I am. It's terrible.
the only complaint I have about Kelly's editing is she doesn't leave in enough. It's like she tries to sanitize it too much.
Mhm.
I've started to kind of not. I've been trying to, and it's interesting how it like evolves.
It's like fart humor. It's like, why didn't you leave that in?
And I'm like, nobody wants to hear about that.
You know,
and then you watch a video with somebody going, and it's got 16,000 views. You're like, hello? Fart humor works.
you got to stay out of the Kelly.
Yeah, you got to stay out of the Kellys. The redheads have the power.
But yeah, I think for me, I feel like my biggest success has just been, like Emma said, teaching myself how to edit, teaching myself how to do thumbnails and put music in and pick music. And that's the fun part for me, actually, is for as much as I stressed over it in the very beginning, I was like, how am I going to teach myself how to edit? And now that's almost my favorite part, is going in and doing little things and playing with filters or anything. Really, I'm still trying to figure out what the hell hashtags and tags and all that, how that works. But after 3 years, I still don't know. And I don't know if they work or not, but
Mhm.
who knows?
I think if
Who
you
knows?
work, if you don't, they don't.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's kind of part of what YouTube is it's just you're just throwing stuff out there and seeing what sticks.
Mhm.
Yeah, and most of it doesn't, but some does.
Some does.
Yeah.
So Mr. Mike has a question.
Well, that comes into our next question.
Okay.
That actually does. It's like, since I'm an equipment kind of guy, I like trying different equipment, seeing what works, what doesn't work. What is you guys' favorite piece of equipment? And what kind of challenges did
Or
you
what
have
equipment
finding?
do you find has worked for you and what hasn't worked for
Yeah.
you?
So we hated the Canon G7X Mark III.
We did.
Hated
didn't
it.
last long at
We
all.
had it a couple of months. We had a Canon M100 that we liked.
Yeah.
Because you guys have got the M50, right, Bob and Kelly?
Oh.
Yeah, and we loved that one, and it was time to get a new one, and we got the Mark III.
Yeah.
Hated it. We couldn't focus. It didn't. If there was more than one thing in a white wall in the room,
Yeah.
it was like, what am I looking at? It couldn't do it.
It's awful.
So we hate that. So we
Yeah.
got the Sony ZV-1. Love it.
So much better.
Absolutely love it.
Especially with that lens as well. We got on it.
Yeah.
And
it's got-
for Americans, Z is Z.
Right.
ZD1.
It's a ZD one.
I think so, yeah.
You said Z.
You said
Z, and that's cool because that's you. But but for people who don't, they'll be looking for ZED,
Right.
Z1.
ZD one.
And I'm like, no, there is no ZED V1 in here. There's a Z.
Yeah. So we like that, but we do use we use the Mac mostly. We've got a Mac that we're on now.
Yeah.
To edit, we have used like non-Mac laptops, and that was fine. But we're using iMovie at the moment, and it does the job. You'll
Yeah.
be fine with it.
Yeah. Everything we got is Apple.
Oh, the microphones. We got
Microphones, yeah.
Saramonic lapel mics.
Yeah,
we
they're
love
really good.
them.
Really good. The only problem with that is remember taking out.
Yeah, because
it was
they're
in
new.
Disney- It was in Disney World. We didn't take them out once.
No. But they're
really
new,
good.
so
Yeah.
we'll get used to using them. But those are brilliant.
They are good.
Yes. So
Oh,
I use. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, Melinda.
So I use the app. Well, we still use the Apple phones, the iPhones. And whenever I do a video, I film it and I use iMac, the iMovie, and I'll
iMovie.
edit it on my phone, and then I give it to him, and he can just put the music in, or sometimes I'll put the music
Oh,
in.
so you actually edit on your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I have a computer I bought at Micro Center. I don't know, but that's what I use. And I use Hit Film Express to do my editing on there. I don't know if I'm really happy with it, but
It's
that's what I use.
And we are looking into getting a camera, but we've been trying for months.
Out of stock.
Yeah.
Everywhere I look.
Oh yeah. That's a big problem.
What
right
kind
now.
of camera are you looking at?
The Sony ZV-E10
Oh, okay.
with the interchangeable lens, and because again, I'm looking all over YouTube for reviews of the
Pretty sure
ZV-1.
Kayla Hemphill uses that one.
Is she?
Kayla Hemphill.
No, they use A60
Oh, okay. Yeah.
400 or something.
Oh
It
yeah,
is
the
Sony,
6400.
though,
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you look on YouTube for all these reviews, and you're like, well, I like this one,
I know.
but this one's got this or that I have, and I like this one.
Just don't get the Canon G7X Mark III.
Yeah.
We were looking at it, but
Get him up
Yeah.
too.
If you're gonna get that
Mark
one,
II. Yeah,
Mark
get a
II
Mark
works
II,
fine. The
yeah.
only problem we found with the Mark II is that it doesn't last very long. It lasts about a year, and it's
but
done.
then for the
Right.
same price, you can get the Sony ZV-1.
Yeah.
And the nighttime shots there.
Yeah, I looked at your camera. I was sneak peeking at your when you had your viewfinder open. Your evening
Your
footage
dark
is
footage is
beautiful.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got really good. What do they call that? Just never mind. It's good when it's dark.
the light balance, whatever, is really good in darkness.
It's a really, really good camera. We've never had a problem with it. It's the only problem we thought we might have when we first got it because the viewfinder's on the side rather than on top.
Yeah.
But now I don't even think about that now.
Occasionally, I catch myself like looking at it.
We would do that when we were doing home vlogs with the M50 because it's a side, and I'd say, Kelly,
Yeah.
look at this, not that. Look at
Right.
this,
And
not that.
that's one of the hard things to do.
Yeah.
Is not to look at yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
Mine is
especially,
normally checking that we're both
especially on
in
the phone, there's really nothing telling
Well,
you.
yeah, because it's on the side too.
Uh-huh,
You're
yeah.
like,
We're gonna put a
hey.
sticker on there, so
Yeah.
that way we look at the sticker whenever we're on
Oh,
doing
that's
our
smart.
videos.
That's
Yeah.
smart. That's smart. And
But you got a double-headed microphone, so you do front and back.
Yeah.
Right, Chris? I thought about getting one of those.
see, I'm one of those, like, I try to remain as inconspicuous as possible. And I don't want people, like, I don't care much anymore now. But when we first started, I was like, okay, we're going to go in the corner and we're going to vlog, like, over here in the corner. We're going to talk about Soren over here where nobody can see us, you know?
Yeah.
And now it's kind of like, I really don't care who sees us vlogging or not. But, you know, I never wanted, like, the
big furry microphone on top of the camera.
you know, and like
That thing.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I've gotten so many compliments on
He
this.
has. He has.
it's quite
The only thing I
big.
can't do is I can't split the audio in
Oh.
editing. That's the only thing I can't do.
That thing.
But that took me a year to figure that thing out.
Yeah,
you did it.
we have lots of equipment.
Oh
We've
God, it's so
collected-
much funny. Because I'm like an equipment junkie. I want more and more and more and more. I have a GoPro Hero 7, but I'm about to buy the 9 because it's got a better microphone. I got the Pocket.
Well,
The first one
We
was
started out with a G7X.
the G7X Mark II, yes, which is our go-to. That's Kelly's.
That's my
Kelly's.
go-to camera.
That's Kelly's first and only love is the G7X Mark.
That's the
II.
one you whip out all the time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
With the little like for a dead cat on top.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Bob made the thing.
Yeah.
I did make the dead
Love it.
cat.
Yes, I
made
love.
the dead
Yeah.
cat. I'm like, why buy a dead cat when I can make it? And I did it, and it works great.
I like it just because it's small.
Yes.
Because I don't have a, what do you call
She
it?
doesn't use a
I don't
tripod.
use a tripod. I just like to hold it.
I don't like.
I would 100% just throw it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
me. I have to use a tripod
But I
because I
have to
can't.
like do this,
But guess who
and
dropped
then-
it? The only person who's dropped the camera.
me, but now I have to do this.
I wouldn't be able to vlog anything like that because I'd just be constantly like, "Phoom." I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, so that's what we started out with, and that's Kelly's go-to. So we have that, and I started out with a little Sony action cam
Mhm.
before I got the GoPro, and that was good, but it didn't have good sound.
No, the sound was
So
terrible.
the GoPro was better. I love the pictures of the GoPro, but it's dark. It's low light. Pictures suck. So
and it's very fisheye.
and very fisheye, but I don't mind the fisheye. Then I got a DJI Pocket 2, which I'm trying to learn now, and it's got good low light
It's
capabilities
got a great picture.
and a great picture. It's just because it's like a gimbal camera. It's sometimes it drifts away from what you want it to do because it catches something in its little sensor and it goes to that whatever it caught, and I'm
got
constantly
shiny
have
thing
to
syndrome, yeah.
readjust it to where it needs to be. So that's the only problem I've had with that. Because the first time I used it on a ride was on Incredicoaster.
Coaster.
Oh my God!
It was all
All you
sky
got was
shots.
sky. Be like pointing down the track, and then it's like, whoop, the camera's going way up here, and I was like, we looked at it, it's like all I got was sky. You couldn't see.
That's what happened. We were on Big Thunder
Thunder Mountain,
Railroad, and she
yeah.
had her gimbal on the phone, and that
It
thing's
was going
doing all, it's going
Yeah,
everywhere.
it's like it doesn't know what to do when you're on like a ride like that. And so I think I got that one figured out now, and it did pretty good because we did it with Big Thunder and it worked good. But I want to get a GoPro 9 because it has the good sound, and I just love walking around with the GoPro. The only problem with that is the low light. It's not good in low light.
Yeah. And to answer your question, Mike, we started out using iMovie, and I used iMovie for like a long time,
Mhm.
2 years, I think, 2.5 years. And now I use Final Cut Pro 10. It's almost exactly like iMovie, but it's just like the one level up. But you have to pay for it. I think it was like a 90-day free trial or something.
Yeah,
and
it
then
was
you have
like
to
a
pay for it.
$400 program.
Yeah, I was ready for something a little more challenging. So that's why I kind of upgraded to Final Cut Pro.
I do use
10.
an external mic on my DJI. I do.
Yeah.
And it works. It's a Rode, like plug-in mic. So
Right.
You can use on them? I didn't know you could.
yeah, it has a 3.5 plug on it that you can
Oh.
plug into it.
Okay.
And the little mini, it's a Rode Mini that has the 3.5 connection, so I can just plug it into it right away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and because we saw Chris's amazing mic setup.
Yeah.
But no, we when we're vlogging, we don't use any extra sound. This is it.
Because you can't plug an external mic into the Mark
Yeah.
II.
But I've always thought the sound on this one was pretty decent.
It's really good. I
Yeah.
like the sound on that.
So
one.
it doesn't bother me.
We can plug an external mic into ours, but
Yes, you can.
we honestly haven't needed it.
No,
but
I
just
don't
not
either.
use them
Lapel
lapel
mics.
mics what you just put in your pocket.
Yeah, but
and-
just vlogging around.
Yeah.
We haven't, if it's noisy, and if it's noisy, a mic is going to pick that up anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Right. I think the most important thing, Mike, if you're, when you get ready to start vlogging, is make sure you have a wind muff, some kind of.
Oh yeah, because the wind noise.
That's the most important extra. Yeah.
Yeah, there's her dead cat.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
make sure you have something like that. Either if you have an external mic on your phone or whatever you choose.
Sorry,
to.
Emma, I win.
Yeah, you win.
I bought yours.
But yeah, that's the most important thing. When you don't have one, or when other vloggers don't have any kind of wind muff, you can really tell.
I
And
would
sometimes you can't even hear them because of the
Yeah,
wind
because
noise.
the wind is.
That's one of your big
And that's why I went with that thing, because I hate watching somebody and all you hear is wind.
Yeah.
You can't hear them, but it's all the wind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do film on my phone a lot too. There was one time we ran out of SD card and battery, and I was like, "Here we go."
Yeah.
Well,
Pull
yeah,
out
you got to
your
do what you
iPhone.
got to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it does incredible low light video. I love the iPhone.
Yeah.
Right. So should we move on
Yes.
to our next question?
Yes.
What's been your very favorite part about being a YouTube creator? Em and John?
meeting everybody.
Yeah, of course.
I know.
That's the
I
best
know that's
thing.
the obvious answer, but to not go with the obvious answer, because I feel like we're all going to say that. Let's pick something. I think it's a really great outlet. Because, it's difficult as grown-ups. This is going to sound so stupid, but it's difficult as grown-ups to, firstly make friends. But, unless you're in, a club or, you know, where do you just go to meet people? It's weird if you just go to the park, right? So like we can come onto YouTube and like talk to people that like are doing the same thing or like the same things. You can learn on YouTube. You can do pretty much anything, and then also you get to just be yourself in front of loads of people. Like,
and it's making friends with like-minded interests as well.
Yeah.
What's amazing, you know, it is an obvious answer. The people you meet, the people you talk to, but it is the best thing about YouTube, hands down. You know, you forget about the minutes and subscribers and all that rubbish. It's the people you meet.
I also think you need a creative outlet.
Yeah,
Like people need that, and this is ours.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Mike, I'll try to find that out for you.
Well, I think the only way you can do it, and Chris, you can be a judge of this, is like you have to have an external mic.
Yep.
Because you know, get a gimbal that has a mount on it that you can use
you
an
put your
external
phone in,
mic.
yeah.
Or just an iPhone holder that has, because they make them.
Yeah,
That
just
you
a
can
holder.
put, you can put a mic up there, like it's got a, what do they call it, cold shoe on
Yeah.
it, and then you can put your mic on there. If you're going to use an iPhone, then you probably need to use an external mic.
Yeah, and then because you can't have a wind muff without an external mic.
Right.
They look like little hairdos.
Carol, thank you so much for
Tell me
being
that's
here.
not a wig.
That's cute.
Say bye to Carol.
Is that for an iPhone?
Hi, Carol.
Yeah, for an iPhone 13.
Oh,
It's
wow.
Amazon,
Well,
so-
there you go. Try that.
Okay, cool.
Wow.
Very cool. Oh,
It's
happy
so
birthday,
cute.
Miraz. Happy birthday coming up. So,
Otherwise, I think you could get a plug-in mic for the bottom.
Yeah.
And then
Yes, you
put
can.
stuff on that.
It's probably the
Okay.
one we got. That would work.
Yeah, we've got a little ceremonic one that
That's
plugs
what
So
in.
for the iPhone, you need one of these things
Yes.
for,
Yeah.
for your
What's that?
lightning port.
It's not a dongle.
Probably
It's a
sells
dongle.
them
Is
now,
that a
it's like-
dongle?
It's a dongle.
It's called a dongle.
Yeah, you get a dongle, and then you can
Yeah.
plug in a 3.5 mic
Dumbest
into
name
it.
ever, but whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of thought Chris was, but
Oh, well.
no, I love you, man.
You're so bad. Okay, Chris and Melinda.
Yeah.
Now that you don't like Bob anymore, what has been your favorite part about being?
I got to go with Emma and John. It's just meeting the community. Hi, Kaya.
They say hi.
Hi, Kaya. I said hi to you. So
Hi.
But yeah, it's meeting like-minded people.
Mhm.
We finally get to meet Wayne. Almost forgot his name.
Oh my god.
Fine, and then in our videos, his mom comments. So it's
Mhm.
like, oh, I finally get to meet her too.
Yeah.
And
That's
So-
very nice. Yeah.
we met you guys.
Yeah,
You know,
it was awesome.
I think meeting the community is something, because in the comic book community, we got to go to a convention. God, I don't even know where they're at to meet some of these people.
Like you hate going to
Right.
conventions and
James
Oh, no,
Ryan,
I
you're
love
sick
going to
of
right,
this. I
conventions.
love
right,
you.
right. Yeah.
No, I am going to piggyback totally on that. You know, it is fun to learn, new skill with editing and stuff and having a creative outlet and everything. But obviously, we met our very best friends this way.
She's gonna cry.
And no, I'm not. I really am not. I don't read toothpaste.
You mean us, right?
Yes, we do. I was
Uh,
yes, there's somebody else. We're not going to talk
No,
about them.
you.
But meeting people that you can see in person for the very first time and
feel like you've
them.
known them forever.
Yeah.
That's what's really
Yeah.
cool.
Not
Yeah.
that awkwardness, like,
Yeah.
"Oh, hey, what's up?" It's every single YouTuber, creator, anyone, whatever capacity you are in YouTube when you meet them, whether you're like a moderator or creator or it's like a stalker like Cindy is.
Or James Ryan.
Yeah, James Ryan is a moderator.
I know
Sorry,
James
I'm a
Ryan is
moderator.
awesome, but I love him.
But no matter what kind of where you fit in that circle of YouTube, it's the easiest meetups we've ever had. You can go to a cocktail party and be like, I don't want to talk to anybody.
So what do you do for work? What
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's none of
This
that.
is just easy, and you can talk about
Yeah, it was
anything.
like
and-
some of my greatest, memories is like you and Melinda, you and Chris,
Mhm.
hooking up with you guys in
Yeah.
Epcot. That was awesome.
Yeah,
Emma
blue
and
twins.
John. Yeah.
Yeah, Amazon cannot get rid of us now.
I-
We're like
It's
scum
like-
on the
it's
show.
almost sickening, actually. But
I can't wait to see your guys' crossovers. You know,
it's gonna be interesting. That's for
Mhm.
sure. But anyway, yeah, that's been, and I tell you honestly, it's been really fun working with Kelly. It gave us like
You're
a
not
comment.
ready to like kick me to the curb.
Only
yet?
when you want to quit,
Okay.
then I want to kick you in the butt. But because it gave us something, common. I mean, not like we didn't have anything common, because we do, but you know how things kind of get, a little like you do the same stuff all the time.
Yeah.
And this was like, okay, we can do this. And it's been scary. It's been, happy. It's been sad. It's been all that stuff. And it's just been really fun. It's been a fun ride.
Yeah.
So, that, and meeting you guys, and just being able to do something really fun with my favorite person. So
aw.
Aw, you need some
I'm talking about you, Emma.
I was gonna say, are you talking about Amazon? So my next question is do you feel like you found your niche yet? Or are you still working on it? Or does your niche evolve from what you thought it was going to be?
I don't know if I believe in niches.
Okay.
We've not got a niche at all.
I think you do.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
you
you
do.
have more of one than you think you do.
Yeah.
Do you think? I mean,
Yes.
And I'm going to rebel against it. No.
Because
We're not going to tell you what it is, though.
initially, obviously, when we first started, it was going to be Disney, and obviously we evolved into that now until weekend vlogs and going away and just do what we're doing. I don't think you can describe that as a niche.
If you want to be like, if this was going to be your job and you were really serious about like making money and this is what you want to do full time, then I would say, yeah, all right, niche down, because those are the people you want to reach. But if you're doing it for fun, like we're trying to do, then I think niching down would hurt us. Like maybe we've got a niche, but like niching down to be like, okay, well, we're going to discuss the history of UK castles. Then it's not fun anymore.
No.
Then you're doing it because you have to go to a UK castle video to put it up on a Tuesday, So I think allowing ourselves to do what we feel like doing, like I'll do a book thing once a month because I like reading.
We'll do a pub one, looks like going to a pub.
Yeah, So I think, I just don't think that I know niches exist, but I don't necessarily think they're detrimental if you're not.
Right. I think you can have like a tight niche and then you can have a, kind of a loose niche, if there is such a thing. Right? Kind of.
Yeah, whatever you say, boss.
Chris and Melinda, what about you guys?
I think John found his niche in trying to shave his ears.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. It's like you just try the next.
That was
Can you do a video on that?
every time.
It's every time we sit down to film.
Yeah.
I shaved my eyebrow off. All right.
Yeah.
Is there a reason? Maybe like don't shave right before we're going to sit down to film.
Yeah, that was a bad day.
I don't think we found our niche. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, we're still
yeah.
looking.
Like, I mean, I think we have something. I mean, yeah, we bicker all the time. That's just us. And especially if you get his mom in the mix. But
and that's going to happen more often.
Yes, it will be.
Oh
and let
yeah.
me tell you, we're gonna have some really good shorts.
Like
let
if
me
you
tell
need
ya.
you need a place to come hide, Melinda. Colorado is not that far from Ohio.
Be like, I'm out. I'm driving
like,
into Colorado.
But just like everything else, everything changes and just twists and turns. So we'll see.
Because I thought I found my niche in comic books, but I mean, I like them. I like going to the shows. I like,
Yeah.
But it's not like I
It's
still want
not
to get
the
back to the
same,
channel, but it's
yeah.
not like I'm passionate about
This is
teaching
so
people
much
about
fun.
it. But
It's
this
so
is a
much
lot more fun.
Yes, we have fun.
I think
Granted, we
that's
spend
kind
a whole lot
of
more money, but
yeah, exactly. I think that's kind of a big common thread between a lot of YouTubers that do like kind of Disney-ish.
Mm-hmm.
We just want to have fun, and we just want to, it's not. I mean, there are some people that are very like, and I thought in the very beginning, I kind of wanted to be that informational, channel person, like for people that are planning a Disney vacation, or give them information, or I think we've kind of moved away from. There's a little bit of that, but it's more just let's just go have fun.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, because you know what?
Sorry, James.
I think our niche is just going and having fun. Because there are so many other channels that do the information stuff so much
Yeah.
better.
So much better than we
And
can.
they have better. They get better information. They get and
They're there like right away.
and yeah,
we
it's like,
can't
because
do that.
we're not going to be there at the instant it happens. We're not going to be like news breaking stories or anything like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So
we're not going to be there for.
but I
Guardians of
think
the
when
Galaxy
people
opening.
watch us, if they we just do the things we do, and they like go, oh, that's pretty cool, let's do that, and we just, that to me is what our niche is. It's just do what we do.
It come across when people's having fun, and that's what people want to watch. People having fun and having a good time. People can see that when they watch it, and I think that's what all of us do so well. I think because we just having fun.
Yeah. And that's the thing for me, is like, I just want to have fun, and if people want to watch it, fine. If they don't, that's your
That's
choice.
okay too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to like bag on anybody or create like negative videos where people love to watch negative videos, but I don't want to do that. I just want to go have fun with my family, have fun with my friends, and we do some cool stuff. And believe me, this has brought me out of my shell, because these are stuff that I did. Well, it's a big shell. It has a lot in it anyway. So, but this is one of the things that's expanded my horizons, was like, let's try something different. Let's do this. Let's go horseback riding at Disney. Let's do this. It's like, that to me is the best part about this.
Yeah, it took us in a direction that we would have never really thought of.
No, and then,
let's try that.
cruises and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I see where you're coming from, Mike. I'm the same way as you. I'm kind of secretly competitive, and I have high expectations.
Secretly competitive?
Yes.
Well, that's
about it.
That's the
Emma
best
knows
known
about
secret
it.
I've ever heard.
But like I said way in the beginning when you weren't here, I compare myself to what other people are doing and achieving and stuff. And for me, after 3 years, that's been the biggest lesson for me, is try to step away from that and not comparing myself to other people and how I'm perceived by other people. And it kind of just becomes exactly what James
what
saying.
James has just said right there is
Focus on the fun, and it will evolve into what it's supposed to be. I think.
Focus on the fun, focus on what you want to do, because you'll be so surprised how many people want to do the same stuff you want to do.
Also, it really doesn't matter, because whether you've got I assume we're talking about like views and subscribers and things like that. If you've got 10 subscribers that watch your videos and talk to you all the time, and they're really interested, and they're watching you because they want to watch what you're doing, and they find what you're doing interesting or helpful or whatever, that means a lot more than having 20 subscribers where 10 of them don't watch.
Absolutely.
And they've just subscribed because that so like we know which people come on and they subscribe and they chat, and you feel more bonded to those people anyway. And at first I think it is really like, oh my god, I've lost a subscriber, oh my god, I've gained a subscriber. At first it's really to be like that at first, and you say, oh yeah, I'm not worried about the subscribers, but you're watching it, even if it's not like even if you're not worried about it, you're still watching it. But I think now I genuinely, like, if you lose a lot all at once, then I do say, right, that's it, I've quit. But I don't mean it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it's a long game, isn't it? You lose some subscribers, you get them back eventually. It could be a day, it could be a week, but you're getting them back eventually. So yeah, if you have a bad day, you lose loads, and you try not to let it bother us.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I tell Kelly, it's like, it's not about subscribers, it's about watch time.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest number. I know we weren't going to talk numbers, but
that's not really a talking number.
Watch time and percentage of subscribers watching your videos. Because then if you're subscribed, if you got over 50% subscribers watching your videos, you're doing good. Yeah. Because a lot of people have like 100,000 subscribers, but only 10% watch.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
our numbers is always been 45 to 50%. So
And I would much rather have that and have,
then have like 100,000 subscribers. We're only 10%. That's still a hell of a lot of watch time. But anyway, it's like I want people to watch us, not just subscribe to us just because.
right. And I think kind of exactly what John said. It's a long game.
It's a long game,
We're in it for the marathon,
not for the sprint.
not for the sprint. And
Right.
as long, I don't know about you guys, but as
We'll have
we've
walker
al-
cams.
yeah, exactly.
Walker.
As long as we're having fun, we're gonna keep.
And as long as
going.
we're meeting kick-ass people like you, that's the game right there.
Right. Yeah. 'Cause that's-
When we were down in October, the first person we met was Michael K.
Oh yeah.
And he gave probably the best advice.
Oh,
He
yeah.
said, just have fun.
Fun.
The numbers will come.
Yeah.
Just have fun.
Yeah. he
And
was
and that's
awesome.
big coming from a guy with the
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
boatload of
And then-
subscribers. Yeah.
And then we were in Italy, and then we saw Nate
Yeah.
getting some, I don't know, whatever he was getting.
Yeah. His drink.
So somebody went over to talk to him.
Yeah.
He came over and I'm like, well, how do you do this? And he says, well, I just
He's himself.
tell a story.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm going to go to Italy, well, I may show my way over to Italy, or
You gotta tell him where
bring
you're
them
going.
along with you. So I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that helped out a lot.
It did.
That's
It really
cool.
did.
I think you also like develop your own style of vlogging, and what this trip when we vlogged with Bob and Kelly, I think we probably have more footage, but the footage than we did in 2018. But the footage we have, most of it is usable.
Yeah.
Whereas in 2018, we had a lot of footage of us like.
Yeah. And so,
Right.
Yeah.
And we're not really filming anything, but we're just filming because we feel like we have to film.
Yeah.
And like we're now more
Mhm.
conscious of, okay, we'll stop because I want to get this shot, and it's important that this shot is in there.
Right.
So we stop and we'll do it rather than like walking
Yeah.
and bouncing.
Ooh.
And Emma is so right. When we first went down and started, I was filming everything. I wouldn't shut up. And then when I got home, I'm like, what am I doing? I'm cutting 90% of it out.
Yeah.
Why bother?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny because we used to go through so many SD cards.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we would go when we first
Like almost
started.
one a day.
We would do 1 or 2 a day. Now we go like 1 or 2 a trip.
Yeah.
Because pretty much everything that we film, we use.
Yeah.
We don't just toss it.
I think
So-
that happens with as you vlog more, what you're going to keep, what you're not going to keep, and what's going to be important or good.
Or what you think might be important. but
Sometimes it's just lucky because you may not have the camera on and something
Yeah.
cool happens, and then you're like, I missed it.
Yeah.
But
Or you may get it. It's like, wow, that was amazing.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. So
But we know I'm not good at walking and filming. I'm very bouncy. I've got
Yeah.
a nice bounce when I
We
walk.
stop now.
So we
stop.
just stop now.
Or
Like,
I'm quite good at keeping it steady to walk. If we do the walking shots, I'll do that.
Yeah, see, I thought that was pretty cool because
I thought
Kelly
it
and I,
was cool,
we
too.
walk
We
and
walk
we
and
do it,
talk.
and it's like, and we go, wait, where's Tim and John?
back there.
They're like 100 yards back, still vlogging. So
yeah.
Pineapple.
But it's
Yeah.
difficult. Like, yeah. Especially with 2 people to get you both in the shot and walk
Yeah.
and talk. That's 3 things. I can't do that many
Yeah.
things at the same time. So we just stop
but
now.
see, that's what's cool about this is like it works for you. So
Yeah.
somebody else is listening to this, they may say, wow, I think that's cool too. That there's nothing wrong with this stopping and walk, and talking.
Yeah.
But everybody else, you see, like a lot of people just keep on walking and talking.
Mhm.
Like me and Kelly, we just talk and walk.
I feel like because we always have somewhere we need to be.
Well, it's I-
and
I-
you're like, God, we gotta stop.
I know.
I think for us, it's good. We just take our time. Like, there's no mad rush for anything.
Yeah.
I think if we take our time and get the shots and talk about what we do and that experience, then it seems to work better for us rather than rushing around.
Yeah.
Trying to get, because then you stumble on words or you stumble with this, you miss something out, or it just seems a lot better for us if we just take a couple of minutes,
Yeah.
get what we want to.
Well, we're not
say
going to
what
be
we
able
say.
to use the walking footage anyway because it's too bouncy. So
Wait, John, you actually stumble on your words?
Never.
Yeah, I don't know how I got no problem.
I know. I understand you perfectly.
What happened?
Oh!
We lost it from Melinda.
We did not do
We
that.
did not do that.
No, our hand is away from the mouse.
ejected.
They took
They
themselves
kicked
out.
themselves out. And
Tell
Cindy
me what's
says, "Cool."
Hopefully we'll get a Christmas. Yeah, because they're not even backstage, so
No, they just got to
they
disappear.
just lost it.
Okay.
So hopefully we'll get them back.
Oh, here they are! Woo!
We lost you.
Oh,
What
we missed you
happened?
so much.
Okay, I didn't know what happened.
Wow, we lost
You
internet. for a
ruined
second.
yourself.
It's like it
So what
wasn't
did
our
we
fault.
miss?
I swear, my
We
hand
were all
is
just
not on the
confused.
mouse.
No,
Well,
it's not our-
we
we're
still
not-
have like a bunch of questions, but I think we're gonna save them for next
Yeah, I
time.
think so.
Yeah, because this was a blast, and
Yes.
I think we got a lot of good
we
stuff
got a lot of
out
good
of our
stuff.
systems.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so too. I mean, I think the biggest takeaway from that is find your group, find your people,
Do your thing.
do your thing,
Yeah.
and have fun. You know,
It's a learning experience. You're not going to be perfect.
right. And
I also
don't
think
be.
it's important to sound off as well. Like if you're having a bad day, or you really don't know how to do something, or you're actually hating something, or you really just need a rant because then it's over.
Yeah.
And or say it to somebody because then it's over,
Right.
and then you can move on from it there rather than being like, well, I'm quitting by myself and I'm not
Yeah.
telling anyone, because then
Exactly.
you're just that's it.
Yeah, I mean, find your person or your group or whoever, and just be like, can I just
Bounce this off
bounce
of
this
you.
off of you, or can I just complain for like 5 minutes and then get it out of your system and then move on? Yeah.
have a bitch session?
There was we came up with this game.
Oh,
Actually, well, in the comic
Yeah,
book
but-
community, there's
yeah.
this game,
right.
and I brought it to her.
Mhm.
She's like, "Oh, that's a good," because she's been wanting to do a game forever.
Yeah.
And I brought this game up. We watched. I showed her some videos. She liked it. We kind of tweaked it, but
We don't have the time
we
to
don't.
do it.
Well, we don't want to really. Hey, this is what we planned, and what do you guys think? Because we don't want people to steal it,
Mm-hmm.
But
and we know there's people out there
It will.
who would steal it.
like so we know for sure.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
No,
They're there.
We've witnessed that. Okay, we all have.
so that yeah.
So
But
that
yeah, I mean, you gotta like find your circle of trust. I think.
Right.
right.
You know who you can go to bounce ideas off of, and just be like, what do you think? And then you know what, if they turn around and do something like that to you, be like,
Peace out.
"Bye." You know,
Yeah.
yeah, it's hard because YouTube can be very competitive.
Yes.
It can be, and we probably
Yeah, and there are
all of
so
us-
many people. I mean, we've run into a few that have no original thoughts of their own.
But like Emma says, we take that as a compliment.
No, that's
You
what I
know.
used to tell you.
You did.
Yeah. But now it just irritates shit out of me.
Oh.
We'll have it.
1 hour and 12 minutes in, and Bob's starting to cuss.
No, I said HELL once or twice. So
Well, that's not.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. Anyway,
it irritates the excrement out of me.
It is frustrating.
it can be, yeah.
But I suppose there's
But
nothing you can.
the good thing
You just
about
have to
it,
do the game first,
Yeah, just get it out first.
and then if
Exactly.
other people do it
Right.
afterwards, then
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
And
is a
if-
compliment because if they haven't got an idea for yourselves and they just piggyback on everyone else's, well,
Mhm.
doesn't feel like a compliment
It
when
doesn't.
you've put the work in.
it
then.
doesn't.
Right.
But
Because we're so tiny. We're so tiny. And it's
well,
like
I'm just telling you right now, if you need help, you come talk to us,
Or you come
and
talk to Kelly.
or
we love the
whatever,
group.
and we will. If you need help with anything,
And
let
we'll
us know.
sort it.
Yeah.
We'll get it sorted.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
solemnly swear not to steal your idea.
Well, right now that idea is out the window because we are just so
Yeah, we're-
busy
Hi,
right
Charlie
now.
and Stacy. How are you?
Oh, hi.
Oh, we're supposed to go.
Yeah, but
"Ah!"
it'd be we need a good game.
We do. Like games are awesome.
Games are fun. Games are good to do on live streams. So
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's I think the cool thing is that you've got to constantly come up with new things to try and new things to
Yeah, but do stuff you want to do.
do stuff you want to
But,
do,
like,
and do
don't-
stuff that's fun for you.
Yeah, for you. And it's like if someone copies you, they're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
So,
for sure.
for sure.
For
And then
sure.
you just hate on them like crazy. Like we do.
People are like, oh, I saw Robert Firsto's channel.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and then you just
okay.
hate on them. You just go like, I can't believe they did that.
Oh.
Anyway, I think we're gonna wrap it up for today, right?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, because we only got through like half of the questions that we wrote down.
Yeah, but that's okay. They'll
That's
be there for
us.
next time.
That is us. Yeah, we'll have stuff for next time. Anybody that's in the chat or Mr. Mike, anyone who has a channel, thinking about having a channel, anybody who's interested in coming on with us, we're not going to do this. We're maybe.
Oh, we're not going to do it once a month.
Are we going to do this once a month?
We can.
Whatever.
We won't want you again. You're done.
What is that? Oh, Mr. Mike. Oh,
Oh, Mr. Mike, you're the bomb, dude.
Member for wow, has it been 5 months already? Wow, thank you, Mr. Mike. You're amazing.
Yep.
Anybody that's interested in coming on with us, with this kind of show,
No, we'll have you guys back.
of course we
For sure
will.
we will.
Well, we might be busy that day, but we'll
Yeah, they might
Yeah,
be.
if you are, that's okay.
Send me a direct message. Let us know if you would like to be a guest with us, because we would love to have you guys. Anyone, anytime. We don't have a date yet for our next one of these, but
But we should get one.
we should get one. Are you looking at?
I'm looking at the calendar. Yes, and
Actively.
the 19th is Father's Day.
Okay, so what does that mean?
That means nothing to me. So we could do it on the 19th.
Or we could do
The 12th.
the 12th.
That's a little less than a month.
Are we invited?
Of course you are.
Okay.
We can have up to 9. We can have up to 9 channels.
Wow.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll only get through 4 questions, but we can have up to 9 channels.
Well, maybe we'll come up with 4 new ones.
Yeah, we might.
All right, let's do the 19th.
Can you do the 19th, Emma John?
Yep.
Where's the calendar?
Where?
Are you with the phone?
Where's your
Well, look at
pen?
your phone. It's right over
Where's your
there.
writing utensil?
Right there. We're putting it on the calendar.
You're in my diary now.
We're gonna
so-
call it the Creators Think Tank.
I can't
Creators
see.
Think
I have
Tank,
the wrong glasses on.
June 19th.
It's Father's Day.
The biggest
Father's Day.
Father's Day?
Yeah, that is Father's Day.
Yeah, Mike. Just get it
Just
done.
start.
Yeah,
Just
I know. I
start.
keep
Work out.
telling him that. Oh, he says the 12th.
Who?
Can't do the 12th. Mike says he's going to be gone on the 19th.
Do you want to do the 12th?
I'm okay with the 12th. 12th.
Well, yeah, I'm annoyed that I have to cross out in my diary, but other than that,
Well, you can blame
I-
Mike for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mike, you owe
I don't
Emma a
think we
new
have
diary.
anything to do. We have bird cells and
find my pencil. I knew this was gonna happen when I wrote it down.
I know you guys are packing, Charlie and Stacy, but
Well-
as soon as you guys get
Well.
settled, I don't know when. You
Oh
guys,
yeah, we totally need you guys in on this.
I know. As
Yard
soon as you guys get
sales,
settled, please let us
probably.
know, because we would love to have you
So the
on.
12th.
95. It snowed here, Charlie. It snowed here
Yeah,
this
it
morning.
snowed this morning
It was
again.
huge. Flakes.
Better you than us.
How much
Yeah.
snow?
We had 14 inches of snow yesterday.
And today, probably another, 3 or
2
4.
3, yeah,
It's still snowing,
Oh my.
it's crazy pants. Yeah.
but we need it because we've been having fires. The fires are
Yeah,
bad
the fires
Wow.
have been bad, so we're grateful for the snow. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. Mike's gonna send you a new diary.
because you he had to make you mess up.
That's
All right, the 12th. The
12th
12th.
of June.
Creators Think Tank.
Yeah, 14 inches of snow yesterday. Nuts.
And still no snowman.
Yeah. So please, if you can, be here. Let us know. Send me a direct message, and I will put you on the list. And yeah,
Same time?
same time,
Same time.
Same
Noon.
bat time?
Noon.
Same bat
same
Noon
bat
Mountain.
time, same bat channel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you guys, everyone in the chat, for being here.
James Ryan,
James Ryan, you're amazing.
you are awesome.
Thanks
we love
for
you.
posting
Thank you
everybody's
for all the
links.
humorous posts, and thanks for being our moderator.
Yeah.
You are the bomb.
You are the bomb.
Yes.
Bomb diggity.
Bomb diggity.
Yes, thanks for spending some of your Sunday with us. We really do appreciate it. And we will be back next Sunday at
Yes.
a normal time.
yes.
I don't know what we're going to talk about. but
I
we're
don't
gonna
know.
Talk about something.
It's gonna be
Something
good.
fun.
Yep,
fun.
something fun.
All right. We love you guys. Chris and Melinda, Emma John State, backstage.
Just
if you
hang
can
out.
for a
Just
minute.
say
Okay.
Oh,
Everybody
wait.
say it again.
How do I do that?
everybody say love you. Bye.
Bye.
Love you.
you,
Bye.
Bye.